Alright y'all, today I'm finna show y'all how to make southern comfort food. So today we're gonna be making southern smothered cabbage. Next thing we're gonna do, we got this pot coming up to a good little heat. Now we're gonna go ahead and start dropping this stuff in there. You ought to hear a little bit of a sizzle when you drop it in there. I know a lot of people gonna get on to me in the comments about using metal on my cast iron pot, but it's my damn pot. If I wanna fuck it up, I can do that. Set it on there. I don't want you to touch nothing for 5 minutes. Just let it sit there and boil on a medium-high heat for 5 minutes. And then watch what happens when I take that lid off.
Hey y'all, my name's Zach. Y'all may know me from ranting in my truck, stand-up comedy, or my outdoor apparel brand, Triple B Outdoors. Me and my family have been sharing recipes for as long as I can remember, and now we're gonna share them with you. All nanny approved, Russian family recipes.
Alright y'all, today I'm finna show y'all how to make southern comfort food. This is something we all grew up on. We probably didn't like it when we were a kid, but we definitely developed the taste for it over time. So today we're gonna be making southern smothered cabbage. Now this is one of the greatest things I've ever made. It's so simple, so easy, anybody can do it. So first thing you're gonna need some kind of cured ham. Now we in the South have this stuff called tasso. It's a Cajun cured ham, but feel free to use whatever kind of ham you want. You're also gonna need 1 link, it's about 1 pound of andouille sausage, 2 heads of cabbage, 3 tablespoons of your favorite Creole seasoning, and 4 tablespoons of minced garlic. Now this right here, I know a lot of people don't like putting onions in their cabbage. They may not like the taste of onion. This has a purpose, all right? The oils and stuff in this right here are gonna end up breaking down the bottom of the pot after we saute all of our meats. So make sure you get half of 1 white onion, and you're also gonna need about 16 ounces, maybe a little bit more depending on how you like your cabbage, of a nice, clean, light chicken broth. That's all you're gonna need. This is all the ingredients that you need for the entire recipe right here. I'm gonna show y'all how to make it. First thing up, we gotta chop up our ham and our sausage. We gotta get that shit sauteed down. All right, y'all, got all of our ham and all of our andouille sausage. Go ahead and sliced up in good hearty chunks. Next thing we're gonna do, we got this pot coming up to a good little heat. Now we're gonna go ahead and start dropping this stuff in there. You ought to hear a little bit of a sizzle when you drop it in there. Now we're just gonna saute that down. All right, y'all, while we got the meat sauteing down, this would be a great time to go ahead and grab your 2 heads of cabbage. Go ahead and get these things chopped up. So the way we're gonna chop these things is we're gonna cut them in half and then cut the halves in half. Some people call that quartering them up. Go ahead and get that done for you right now. All right, y'all, you see how I got these cut up into quarters right here? A lot of people want to use this right here, but they save it for stocks and stews and stuff like that. What I'm going to do is go ahead and just cut it right here and get all this hard part out. All we want is that tender leaf part. I'm going to go ahead and knock that out. Me personally, I ain't got no use for it. I'm going to go ahead and throw this part right here away. See that right there? That's what you want. Now, just gotta rough chop it up, probably in about 1.5 inch strips. Go ahead and just chop all this right here up. All right, y'all, as you can see, we got a good color to all of our meat right here. Nice and sauteed down, just got a little bit of crust on it. We're gonna go ahead and put that to the side with a slotted spoon. Try to leave as much in there as possible. If you're anything like me and you're lazy, get you a bigger slotted spoon. I know a lot of people gonna get on to me in the comments about using metal on my cast iron pot, but it's my damn pot. If I want to fuck it up, I can do that. Here we go. Go ahead and scoop all this goodness right here out. You ain't got to touch the heat right now, so we finna go right back in it. We got some crusties and stuff stuck to the bottom. We got to get off of there. That's where that onion's at. All right. As soon as you get all your meat out of there, set that over to the side. Take your half a white onion. Go ahead and drop that down in there. Got to get that sauteed down. Good and soft. At this time as well, go ahead and add your 4 cloves of garlic. Minced garlic. Get that stirred around, get that real soft. You can turn up your heat a little bit if you want to. I'm just impatient. All right, y'all, got the damn onions and garlic sauteed down where they're good and translucent. At this point right here, we're gonna go ahead and add our meat back in. Make sure you get all that flavor in there. Now, at this point as well, it doesn't matter which one you add first. I add about half of my chicken stock. That way I can take my tablespoons of Cajun seasoning and kind of sprinkle it in there and go ahead and get it incorporated. Go ahead and do that. Mix that around. You want your heat somewhere about a medium heat right now. You ain't trying to work real fast because this doesn't take long to start with. You don't want it boiling over on you either. Now, at this point right here, you're gonna take all your chopped cabbage. And as you put it in there, just kind of scrunch it together and break it up. Break it up, put it in there. Break it up, put it in there. This is the only slow process on this whole deal right here. And it ain't gotta be real slow. You just break it up, put it in there. It's gonna look like you got too much. It's gonna look like it won't fit in the pot. I promise you, when it starts wilting down, it will. Just break it up, put it all in there. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this in the pot. I'll be right back with y'all. All right, y'all got all the cabbage in here. Now, I know it looks like I'm not gonna be able to close this pot like it's too much. It's not. Trust me, when this stuff starts wilting down and starts kind of softening up, it's gonna condense down to almost nothing. But at this time, you're gonna go ahead and add the rest of your chicken broth right over the top of it. Be real easy. It's easy to get splashed right here. Go ahead and wet all them leaves. Get all that goodness in there. Now, if you listen real closely as you turn up your heat, you can hear that it's starting to boil on the bottom, and that's what you want. But at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how this works. You take your lid, and if you make sure you set it on there. I don't want you to touch nothing for 5 minutes. Just let it sit there and boil on a medium-high heat for 5 minutes. And then watch what happens when I take that lid off. You're gonna be able to stir it, it's gonna be condensed down, and then it's just a simmer until it's time to eat. All right, y'all, you remember when I put all that cabbage in here, it was all mounted up and I had to push the lid down and everything? I told y'all to wait 5 minutes. I'm finna show y'all what happens in 5 minutes when this water underneath it is boiling and the chicken stock is boiling. See that right there? Smooth top, still going hard. So what you're gonna do at this point is every about 10 minutes, it's a little bit of a slow process. About 10 minutes, you're gonna come in here and you're gonna roll that cabbage. You're gonna roll the stuff on top to the bottom, roll the stuff on bottom to the top. Just kind of give it a little roll. It's gonna take about, at a good boil, I'm gonna say it's gonna take about 35, 45 minutes to get it right. Make sure you keep that lid on there. You wanna keep as much moisture in there as you can. About every 10 minutes, come back and check on it. That's all there is to it. Show y'all the finished product here shortly. All right, y'all, time for the big reveal. Go ahead and take a look at this thing. This right here is some good, tender, Cajun smothered cabbage. This right here is just the epitome of comfort food. Now, when it comes to this cabbage right here, this is 100% preference. You can cook this down as long as you want to. If you want yours a little bit more tender, if you want yours a little bit more on the raw side with a little bit of crunch, that's 100% up to you. Make this dish your own. I'm giving you a guideline to go by. That's all I'm doing. But for the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and get my slotted spoon. Spoon me up a little bit of this stuff right here. And I've been letting it cool. I done had the heat off for about 5 minutes now, so I know it's ready to rock and roll. So I'm gonna go ahead and give me a little bite of that tasso, that Cajun ham, a little bit of them greens. See that right there? Go ahead, I know what it tastes like, but I'm gonna go ahead and just show y'all my first reaction every time. Y'all, there ain't nothing better. That's Cajun comfort food right there. You wanna spice it up a little bit? Throw your Louisiana hot sauce on the top of it. Y'all be good. Love y'all to death. I'll see y'all next time right here on Russian Family Recipes. Make sure you push that subscribe button. Turn on the bell where you're gonna be notified every time we release a new damn recipe. We're releasing one every week from here on out. Love y'all to death. I'm gonna go eat. See ya.